Hello, we are back with another video. Let me plug my headphones up, y'all. We are back with another video. All right, we are live. Okay, back with another video. Oh, wow. I'm missing another light. It's good. It's good. Y'all can see me. All right, we have a lot. Let me send this to Be Love Life. Give me a second, because when I talk about people, I love to send them the video. So give me a second. Let me tag her in this video as well. We are live. Can y'all like the video? Come on, y'all. Help us with the likes. Help us with the likes. Okay. Give us a second. I want to make sure I word that right. I'm going to send this to her. I'm going to drag this to her social media. Give me a second. There we go. I'll put the S. One love. There we go. Let me bring it down a little bit. All right, let me send this to her right quick. We are live. Okay, did it do it? All right, so let me do this real quick. I want to send this to her because we live, y'all, and I have to send this to these people when we talk about these people. So give me a second. Let me send it to them as well. So when y'all come on in the room, like the video, I have to get up out of here because we got a clubhouse to do at 8 o'clock. Then I got to go to the movies. I'm a member. I got like 9 credits. I didn't even know I got 9 credits. I don't have to pay nothing. I got 9 more movies to see and for free. So I'm going to the movies tonight, taking myself out. But before I do that, I got to make sure I do this video for her and do these topics. Okay. Will y'all come on in, like the video? Let me see. When y'all like the video, pipe in it at your like. Now, we got a lot to discuss. Let's dive into these conversations. Let's get right into it. We got a lot to discuss. Let's bring up Be Love's Life. Everybody has been blowing up my phone about Be Love's Life. And I thought it was Photoshop. Because when I first saw it, I'm like, oh, this got to be Photoshop. This is not her. What happened? And so I immediately went to her video. I paused it and I'm like, wow, this is a screenshot from her video. And everybody was just going in the comments. They were speaking about her weight. They were saying that she's not going to live long. What about these the mukbanger that passed away? We did a whole topic about that. It's very unhealthy. I mean, they let her have it. I've gained weight myself, but it's nowhere near the response that they gave Be Love Life because she is a woman. I've gained weight. I've didn't get half of the response, and also she's bigger in numbers, like subscribers and likes and everything. And so I watched it and I sat down and I said, what do you expect? First and foremost, I don't know if she have any thyroid problems or health issues, number one. Number two, what do you expect? She go live every day. I'm sorry, she released videos every day and she's eating, okay? And she's eating a lot every single day, sometimes more once a day. And also, she could have a medical problem. We don't know her medical issues as well. Her sister was taken out she was deleted by a weapon a couple of years back. So we don't know all the issues. I would say doing mukbanging is dangerous. It is. Because unless you put an intensive workout regimen, you're taking in all of that. And her son is on even more dangerous path because he eat fried food, KFC, baby back ribs. He eat all those things and it's not healthy. And so when I was able to look at camera and look at myself, I went on a healthy eating regimen and I'm walking out every day. So maybe what B Love's Life need to do, maybe she need to push the plate back some and have some healthy type food and say, you know what, instead of me eating today, I'm working out today, or I'm gonna do a dance today. Something that is healthy. Because she did gain a lot of weight. When you look at her previous video, she was skinny. You see it in her arms, you see it in her fingers that she gained weight. Now I know it bothered her because she says she don't read the comments. That's a lie, because that's a whole lie. You reading them comments. Them comments are getting to you. She put all that sodium, all that salt, all them peppers, onions, basing it all that get to you. And I know it bothers her, because a lot of people will say, "Oh my gosh, it don't bother her." You know, it does get to her. She's reading those comments, and so when I had a tendency to really look at it, I said, "Wow, you see the hair texture, nothing wrong with her hair. I love the curly look. I just want my sister to be healthy." And she's wearing herself, so she's using it as content. Her name is B Loves Life. And if you love life, eating unhealthy, you on a dangerous path. And my doctor set me down. I can talk about myself because I'm considered obese. I was 250 some odd pounds when I went to the doctor. And 3 years later, I gained 350 some, almost 360 pounds. I now dropped down to 350, almost down that way. I don't know where I weigh now. And my doctor told me that, you know, you're on a dangerous path, that you need to uh, work on your diet. I recently just went to the doctor, things with my cholesterol. Don't want to put me on cholesterol. I'm at a level now that I can work on myself, that I have to continue to work out and continue to do a great healthy diet. Then also help me with the supplements for my vitamin D, because I'm taking my health very serious. And I know it's very unhealthy to eat like she's eating every day. That's unhealthy. And I want my sister to be here a long life. I remember her son, he caught the Rona, and that was his only income. And he was trying to do videos, and he was struggling to breathe while he was eating all of them spices and all type of stuff. That's unhealthy, because you're taking all it in. Now, it's okay every once in a while you want your 3-piece spicy and a biscuit, but eating that type of food every single day is dangerous. It is not good for the human body. And so when I saw this, I didn't want to laugh at my sister. I know it get to her. I know that the comments is ruthless. She get a lot of nasty comments. I mean, when I remember when she released her new sauce or season, I'm sorry, was it the sauce or the seasoning? They immediately was just dragging her. And she gets dragged a lot. Her son get dragged a lot. They even, I saw a comment and it was so sad to me. They said, you like your son, your youngest son, better than your oldest son. And they write this stuff in the comments. I thought I had it bad in the comments, but her comment, you got to have the whole arm of God to read them comments. And her son comments, like they come after that family a lot. And this is going to help her get clicks and views, because like her views was low at one point. And so now I just saw a re-entry of people watching it, and that's going to in return bring more clicks and views. But I want to see my sister, I want to see her on a healthy journey. And when I came to my doctor, and she said I lost 7 pounds, every day I'm working out. And so now the journey I'm on. Okay, what food to eat in the morning, what food to eat in the afternoon. So I'm trying to work with a nutritionist to give me what kind of foods to eat, what kind of foods to eat in the morning, what kind of foods eat in the afternoon, what do you eat in the evening. So I'm kind of researching the foods and everything because I don't want to be doing all this working out and I don't lose. So obviously what I did last month helped because I lost 7 pounds. I want to be able to duplicate that. So now what I do is I just work out every day, a lot of water intake. So I want to keep that slow decline. I want to, every day I go to the doctor, I want to lose at least 7 pounds. And when I look at B Love's life, I said, wow, I see it in her arms. And I don't want to come at her because I see a lot of people coming at her negatively. She offered a lot of entertainment. And my friend Jaquez, may he rest in peace, when he was laying up in the hospital, he would watch B Love's life. B Love's life in his last years on earth helped my friend bring joy to him. Because at one point he lost his appetite. And his appetite started to regain once he started watching B Love's live videos. And my friend decided to become a mukbanger, right? And he was inspired by B Love's life. And so B Love's life will always have a place in my heart because she offered great entertainment for my friend. And when I would get on the phone and talk to him, he would be watching B Love's life. And he loved her. And he was a big supporter of her show. So with that entail, I have to give her credit for that. Because it is good doing mukbang because some people eat more when they watch mukbang and they have eating disorders. And I've seen messages when they got encouraged and they start eating because she would eat on camera. But I want her to live a long life. And she's very successful in what she does. And so when I listen and I see her and I'm just so amazed by her talent. And I hear a lot of people come at her a lot. I mean, they dragging her a lot. And I'm like, it's unwarranted. And a lot of it comes with jealousy because she's a millionaire. I believe her husband is an engineer and he quit his career to focus on his wife's career and he helped edit the videos. And she taught her son, Chelly Chuck, I believe his name, to get into being a mukbang as well. I want to say to B Love's life, be encouraged. It's just not easy for a Black woman to just get attacked and your body just be dissected in an evil, malicious way. I just want my sister on a healthy journey because the journey that she's on is already warning signs that you got to slow down because I can just tell when I look at her videos, when she goes to the doctor, I can tell the cholesterol's out of whack. I can just tell her levels out of whack. Now I'm not a doctor. I didn't see her medical records. And, she definitely gained weight and people were just dragging. I don't see how much she weighed and what she weighed or whatever. But I do see the weight gain. Me personally, in my weight gain, I was in so denial. And so one day I met with the subscribers and we went to Las Vegas and I saw it in my legs. The big jokers was huge. Saw it in my arms. Saw it in my upper body. Huge. And I was like, wow, I really need to, get serious about my weight. And so when I did that and then I transitioned from that and I went to the doctor and the good doctor told me what she told me and has encouraged me. So every day I have my good days, have my bad days. Well, majority of the time, I'm out there walking or I'm in the gym, and I love it. And it makes me, I feel so refreshed. I love sweating. I didn't sweat enough today, and I'm kind of upset because I don't have a good workout unless I'm drenched in sweat. So I'm back in the gym tomorrow. And her name is Beloved Life. And she is an incredible mukbanger. I've seen she made millions by eating food. Let that sink in. This woman made millions of dollars eating food. All right? Let me say that again. I don't think y'all heard me in here today. She made millions of dollars eating food. All right? Made millions. Look how she living. Look how she's driving. Look how she's dressing. Made millions of dollars eating food. When she does her meet and greet, the restaurants be packed with her. Packed. When she say, I'm at this restaurant, a line across the block. That is how popular she is. And so when you have that popularity, you get those naysayers that's trying to take you down because they don't make money eating food. They broke. Their platforms ain't going off the ground. So anytime they see a crack in the door that they can crack on her, they do it. Out of spite and jealousy. And most of it is leading by other black women. Because they don't have husbands that encourage their wives to get on YouTube and make money. They don't know how to do it. But what they do know how to do is drag a black woman that encourage her entire family. They're going to be, look how Chuddy Chuck Chuck, what's his name? Is it Chuddy Chuck Chuck? Look how he's living. Because his mother taught him how to make money by eating food, and he's living better than some of y'all, and y'all slaving at them jobs, working at Amazon, breaking down boxes. Some of y'all ain't nowhere near making money like Beloved Life and Chuddy Chuck Chuck, right? So not only did she taught herself and she learned the formula and she mastered the formula, accumulating millions of followers, she taught her babies how to make money. Okay, let's talk about it. So when she gets serious, she got the money to get a nutritionist, to get a cook, to get a personal trainer. She got that. And if I was her, I would put that in my platform and get some more clicks and views because the fitness industry is worth billions of dollars. The fitness business is worth billions of dollars. So it takes time. You don't accumulate the weight overnight. That was a process. So in order to lose the weight, you got to go through the process. I'm going through the process. And it's certain things I don't know. It's certain foods I don't know what I should be able to eat. I don't know. And so what I have to do is listen to some of my producers, read books online, talk to other fitness people. I'll be like, brother, what's your diet like? And I said, let's put it into the YouTube. Working with somebody, I'm gonna be working with somebody. He gonna be training. We gonna do it on YouTube because I gained and I'm on camera. So let me get the fitness part engine on into my platform. And that's a brilliant idea because Beloved Life already got millions of people. So why not you use the millions and say, let's go on a healthy journey? Now, I'm not saying just abandon your mukbanging. You can do it a more healthy way, more less processed food and more healthy vegetables. You can just eat vegetables. You don't have to drain the vegetables with margarine, butter, and seasoning salt. Make it more healthy. Be more on a healthy journey. Because yes, we seen a mukbang. What was his name? It was a white guy. He lost his life, had a heart attack in his early 30s because he was eating all the exotic foods, all that type of food, grease, chicken, all type of stuff, eating 50 pounds of chicken, and he lost his life. So I'm more so coming for sister, use this moment to encourage your followers to go on a healthy journey, and then that gives you more sponsorships. That helps you to become and get more sponsors. It's a guy that is, helping Monique, and his business is thriving. Remember the guy dancing off the pounds and everything? Every time that man throw an event, he's successful, making money. But he teamed up with a celebrity. She brought him on her platform, introduced him, and now that brother, every time he do a show in Dallas or whatever, it sells out. So B Loves Life can do the same thing. She can feature other trainers where she's working out and stream it and make more money and charge people to work out with B Loves Life. That's a money bag right there. I have a friend. His name is Dante. I don't think he's my friend, but he's my brother. I say brother, right? And so he was a YouTuber, wasn't really doing good on YouTube. And then somebody put a thing in his ear, and I told him, you need to focus on fitness. Now that brother got 165,000 plus, almost 200,000 followers. Every time he work out, it sells out just like that. Because I saw the skill in him, because he already had a body, focus on fitness. Everybody ain't meant to be a celebrity gossip commentator. You focus on that sweat and using that body, now he's making good money right now. And B Love Life can do that. And this is what, and I'm going to have to say this. Oh my God, Crystal said it. Crystal, oh my God, I got to pin her comment. Crystal said it. Oh my God, I'm with you, Crystal. Let me read what Crystal said. She did Wiley at one point. Come on, Crystal. She with me. Her and her husband was juicing and working out, etc. I think the views got low, so she went back to eating unhealthy. Thank you, Crystal. It ain't, I think it did get low. And see, you may have to take a hit. This is why I tell YouTubers, when you're making this money on YouTube, I tell my students this, I tell myself this. I've never made six figures on YouTube, right? Start putting that money in other industries outside of YouTube. Get you a business, get you you can rent out a place and rent out rooms, invest in hotel, whatever. Get other avenues to get revenues outside of YouTube. Because I just don't want to build my business on an unhealthy practice. Meaning, in order for me to get a check, I got to eat unhealthy. That is dangerous for a long-term thinking. Because if you want to do this long-term and be here for the next 20 to 30 years, you cannot be eating fried chicken every day. You cannot be eating all that sodium every day. You cannot be eating all hog mugs and big chicken legs and thighs and this and that. You can't be doing that and thinking you're going to live a healthy life for the next 20 to 30 years. I'm just telling you. So and you can do it. You got personal trainers, that celebrity trainers, work with it. It's a guy that works with Monique. Bring him on your platform. He have audience, you have audience, do it. Now you may take a hit, take it, but it ain't gonna last long term. Because if you know how to play your cards right and get people that's really into that fitness industry, that are thriving in and time in with your audience, you can get a new audience. Now you may take a hit. But at least the long term, you will grow. Most of us ain't willing to take a hit. Most of us in the long term ain't willing to take that hit. That's why I never started the mukbang, because it was unhealthy. Fried chicken, baby back. My cholesterol level's already out of whack. Thank God I ain't got to get on no medicine. So working on that, no processed foods and letting go, cooking food and stuff like that. I'm developing in my show. My friend is helping with the camera. He ain't coming fast enough, so I'm gonna hook that webcam, be in my kitchen, got my pots and pan, make healthy stuff. And I'm just on a journey. Though it may get low, and I'm not gonna claim it that it's gonna get low. It's gonna get high views because I'm doing the cooking. Cooking in conversation with Wiley. All right? Cooking healthy meals, right? And then bringing chefs and introducing chefs in Dallas that necessarily don't have a social media following, but bringing them on and promoting them on my show using the audience that I do have. I'm not going to put that out. Well, Wiley, that ain't going to get no views. You may think it ain't going to get no views, but my health, thank you, Renee. I want to pin that comment. We're going to start pinning comments if it makes sense. Your health is truly your wealth. Oh, yes, it is. Oh, yes. Health is very important. And so when I look at the sister, I'm going to encourage that sister. I'm going to pray for that sister, that my sister take heed to all of that stuff. It's Zaddy Chuck is his name. Thank you. Because he was in and out of the hospital. That unhealthy, eating all that unhealthy food. That's not good for your body. And I got to be clear. Just because you're small doesn't mean that you're healthy. I'm not preaching that. Oh, automatically that you're healthy. But I'm speaking for me. Weight gain, cholesterol levels off. Weight gain, heavy breathing. I remember, I can speak for me. Can I speak for me? Thank you. I did check. It did say the Wiley Show. All right. I remember I was going, I'm on the third floor. Out of breath, couldn't hardly breathe. All that weight gain. Staying in the house getting big, eating every day, fried chicken, baby back ribs. And then one day I started walking. Then one day I go to the gym, burning 100 calories. Then be on the 30 minutes. Then be on the 60 minutes. Next thing you know, the highest I burned was like 900 calories. So now when I walk up the stairs, it's regular. I ain't so out of breath. Hold on 1 second. 1 second. I can't hardly put the key in the door because I'm out of breath. I ain't like that no more. And I see the slimness happening. Now, it's going to take time to really lose it. And that's why I have to work with a nutritionist and be like, what is the diet? I'm a little slow. You got to break it down to me like I'm in kindergarten. What's the diet that I can eat in the morning? What's the diet I can eat in the afternoon? What's the diet I can eat at night? Let me know. And don't hit me up if you ain't a trained nutritionist. Don't hit me up. You ain't got no 8th grade diploma. Don't you hit me up. I ain't going to listen to you. But if you train in that area, then email me. Tell me what's a good diet in the morning. Is it good to eat boiled eggs? What is a good lunch? A typical good lunch to eat in the afternoon? What is a typical good dinner? Don't hit me up. You ain't got a high school diploma. You ain't went to college. But you probably know. I'm not saying don't hit me up. You can still hit me up because you probably know. You probably real well. You just didn't get the schooling. So you can hit me up, all right? You can send me an email. So tell me the different diet in the morning, in the afternoon, at night. So don't get offended. He tell me, yeah, got no 8th grade diploma. I'm healthy. What you mean? You mean tell me? So if you ain't got a high school diploma or 8th grade diploma, you can still hit me up and tell me what I can eat in the morning. You can tell me what I can eat in the afternoon. You can tell me what I can eat in the evening. You can tell, hold up. 1 second. Oh, somebody sent me a donation. They said for investment in healthy eating. Thank you, sus. You can tell me. So let me tell that right now. I want you to get offended. You can tell me what you eat in there as well. So I'm going to tell you this. You can still send me an email and everything because you probably know. All right. Okay. All right. So you can tell me. So send me an email. Don't get offended if you didn't graduate from the 5th grade. All right. I don't understand. Maybe Ma and Pa couldn't afford you to go to school. Maybe you had to take care of Ma and Pa and your siblings. I don't know. I just really, really don't know. Maybe you was in a gang all your life and all that. So again, you may know how to eat healthy eating and everything like that. You can send me an email as well. Okay? All right. So I'm seeing all of this with Be Love's Life. And I'm encouraging my sister. Because I know she got a thriving business. She got her own seasoning. And be healthy. And do it one day at a time. And you're going to see it because it bothers her. Because now she's doing content about the weight gain. Now she's going to be responding to comments because she's still a woman. Women get emotional. So you're going to see her with an emotional rant. It's going to happen and everything. I just want my sister, pray, you saved, you holy, pray about it, and ask God to send people in your life that are going to transition you to a healthier journey. All right, because it's unhealthy being 600-700 pounds. I had a lady in our church, my former church. Her name was Sister Hinton. Sister Hinton was almost 600 pounds, and she could have been on 500 pounds and all that show and all that. And I remember when they had to take Sister Hinton when she would come from the hospital, they will put her in a body bag and drag her and squeeze her in the door. And Sister Hinton be crying. It'd be so sad, embarrassing. All these fire trucks had to get Sister Hinton in the house and everything. She'd be just crying. Bear sores as thick as my fist all on her body. You could stitch the bear sore, the pus and oozing out. And she never stopped eating. And then she would go to the hospital and she would talk to my grandma because my grandma used to clean it and everything. And she would talk to, she said, Mother, this is the end, Mother, they said if I go home, I'm going to be deleted. My life going to end. If we go to the warning. So they would put her in facility. She would call her husband to get out the facility to get the weight off. They wanted to put her in a facility to work on her weight. They never complied. And then one day she went to the hospital and she never returned home. She never returned home. She died with all that excess weight. Didn't have no funeral. It was really sad. And I said, I don't want to live like Sister Hinton. She was bed bound. Wasn't that old. What, in her 50s, 60s? About 50, probably late 50s and mid 50s. And died in that hospital overweight. She never was able to see her neck. It was gone. She never was able to do the wobble. Never in her later years able to do the cha-cha. You can't do the cha-cha and you bed bound. And so she passed on. So sad. Ain't no more. Even Kevin Samuels, unhealthy. You got to work and take knee and really, as African Americans, go to the doctor. Get that blood, test that blood, and listen to the doctors. And she would eat. All that Sister Hinton did was eat and order stuff. She would order tables, chairs. She could never sit in the chairs. She was addicted to ordering stuff out of the out them websites. You know them numbers that you call. She was so addicted to all the numbers. She will order products, order type foods, and order all that type of stuff. Okay. You know, she would order all that type of stuff. Boxes, everything. Order food, cater chicken, case of chicken. You just can't go there and get a 10-piece nugget. You need about 50-piece, 60-piece. That's just a little midnight snack. Donuts, honey buns. And she would just eat all in her bed. She ate herself to her demise. Sister Henson ate herself to her demise. And she was 300 pounds, 400. She kept until the point she was bedbound. Couldn't get out that bed. Her husband, Gerald, he had cancer. And I took care of Gerald. I helped my grandmother take care of Gerald, clean him up and everything. He said, man, I'm going to pay you. I want to pay Marquise to help. He died the next day. And she couldn't help him. Couldn't get up. He fell on the floor and died. She couldn't do nothing. And then my grandmother come in and she was crying. Oh, mother, check on Gerald. He ain't breathing. Died. She couldn't get up because she was bedbound. Couldn't get up. Gerald was dead for hours. And he died owing me money. Yeah, he died owing me money. That's okay. He died. He don't have to pay for it. He can't do it now. But he did say he was going to pay me. And then she died, and she still owed me money. I filled out all them paperwork for her when she had the Section A, and I filled out all them documents. Didn't get paid for that. I ain't no worry about it. I understand she passed. I'm going to move on from that. I'm just saying I just said about the story. She owed me a little money. She gone now. She did. She owed me a little money. I filled out all them paperwork, and she didn't pay me. All right? And she died, and her husband died. And so, and I always tell that story of Sister Henson, and I let my grandmother tell more of the story when I go over to my mom's house. I let her tell more of the story because she get to talk. I let my grandmother tell more of the story on that type of stuff. But she went on, and I understand that they still owe me some money. And every time I think about it, I get a little upset. I know I'm not supposed to get a little upset, but I told y'all he ain't through with me yet. Every time I think about Gerald, he owed me some money and everything. My grandma and the first thing that came out of my mouth when he died, I said, "Oh, he owed me some money. He owed me some money." And my grandma said, "You'll never get it because he's gone." I was upset about that, but that's okay. My reward in heaven and all that type of stuff, I did good and everything like that. But I'm telling you, I was a little ignorant growing up because I'm like, where my money at? Okay, did they put me in the wheel? They didn't put me in the wheel or nothing like that, but that's fine and everything like that. I was a good Christian, holy, and they had to do everything, everything right. And so my grandmother, she would take care of these people and turn her. And I mean, she had one of them juicy beds, so it looked like big basketballs and them sores on her body. Sores on her body. Like big, juicy basketball sores on her body. And you can smell the stench coming from the sores. My grandma would be there turning her and cleaning her. Her and another lady turning her and changing the bandages and oozing out of the sores. Because she couldn't do nothing for herself. Only thing she knew how to do was move them arms and eat that food. But she couldn't clean herself. She had to go and use the restroom, everything in the bed. And I remember that. My grandmother did all of that for her. Didn't get a dime. She did it for free. So her staff member will bring her food, and she will cry, she will argue, she will cuss if you don't give her the food. I've seen her cussing. And her husband, before he died, he would bring all type of food. And she ate herself to death. And when they got her food, they ate herself to death. Husband, her workers, and everything. Then her workers would lie and say, "I'm taking care of her," like, because when her husband died, she have to have somebody with her 24/7. It's illegal for her to be in the house bedbound with no care. So the lady would say, "Yes, I'll stay with her all day," and she lied and everything like that. And she's no longer with us. So may she rest in peace, Sister Henson. And most of all, I know her in the bed. I didn't know her running around the church. Other saints, older saints, they knew her running around the church praising God. I just knew her in the bed, stitching of pus and urine and feces. Remind, I still felt a stench of her. And she had a sister. Her sister was always musty. Didn't know not to bathe. She was a plus size woman. She still was able to move around. I remember one time my grandmother, and I got to tell about this story. I know y'all ain't gonna like it, but it's the Wiley Show. Got her picked up, and she can't. She showered musty, smelled like onions, smelled bad. I was like, what in the know when you come to church smelling this funky. I don't understand that. And if I ever talk to that lady, I'm about to get that number from my grandma. I don't know if I got that number, but I was gonna tell her, wash up, put some deodorant, get in that tub with soap and water. And she would just be shouting, arms all up, stench coming from the underarms. Stench. Okay. Oh, why did you block me? Somebody said something in the chat. Wiley, why you block my other account? Spiritual shout every time you go live. I don't know, La Brescia. I don't Jefferson. I don't know. You have to hit me on the back end. You probably name drop somebody. We don't do no name dropping, so you have to send me an email on the back end. All right, and send me an email on the back end. That's what happened. Send me an email on the back end and everything like that, because we don't do no name dropping over here. Okay. I don't do no name dropping. So that's probably what it is. So hit me up on the back end and everything like that. Okay. So, whoop, I'm hot. Toss that right there to there. No name dropping. We don't do no name dropping over here. So you know why you got blocked. You don't no name dropping. So she would be funkies, 5 odors under her arm. I remember that. True story. And I can definitely talk about, I have my grandmother confirm those stories later on the show. We don't do no name. You can't even name drop one time. Can't do it. Not over here. That's the rules. So you can't do it. We stopped that a long time ago. Thank you, B Loves Life, for sending us a message. Said keep up the good work. Thank you, sus. We don't do that, all that name dropping. Who cares who go live when I'm live? You'll be blocked. So, and I have to say that. And we praying for B Loves Life. I don't know why I'm on that subject. Be healthy. Work out. Because you want to stop and just, okay, and go to your doctor and have them to test your blood, test your cholesterol, test your levels. It's a certain height and age your weight's supposed to be, right? And I'm considered obese. So I have to work on that for me. I have to work on that for me. So I can't talk about my sister's thick arms because I got thick arms. I can't talk about my sister, the heavy meat on her chest, because I got heavy meat on my chest. I can't talk about my sister thick thighs because I got thick thighs myself. So I can't do that. I'm coming from a compassionate place from experience. Because I was once skinny and now I'm big. I'm a big guy. When I bounce, everything up in this area bounce. Look at that. It bounce and shake. You can put me on a bra or something. So I understand because I'm in those shoes. I'm a big man. 6'2", 300 and some pounds. So I understand Sister B Loves Life. Be encouraged. But work it out. Hit the gym Push back the plate. Don't have a pan of all that sodium. Get you some broccoli. Get you some protein in small portions. That portion you eat is for a family, not for one person. Come on, somebody. When you eat a pan, that's for a family. Eat different portions of that. You eating it by yourself. And you wonder why is I'm big? Because you eat pans of food. Giant dishes, big portions. Now you don't eat big old slide pans, big old cakes, big thick crab legs that's designed for 6-7 people. You eating it by yourself. And you wonder why your arms is wobbly. Come on. Let's be real here. And I understand those clicks and views, but clicks and views ain't worth your life. Your life is more important. As I'm telling the truth today, I didn't think we was going to be on this subject long. But some of us, we eat too. We need to go good old fast. We eat too much fast food. Baby back ribs. Hot sauce on 50 pieces of chicken. Family size Doritos. You ain't got no family, just you. You got you 3 big bags of family size Doritos. You ate all of them in one night. That's unhealthy. Cases of juices and cases of pops and sodas, all gone. You drunk it by yourself. Designed for a party of 50, you done drunk it in about 6 hours. And you wonder why you breathing heavy and got cramps all up in your kneecaps and other thighs and your thighs. We got to be healthy. And we got to do it one day at a time. All right? Wow, I didn't think we was going to be on this subject like this. I really didn't even think we were going to be on this subject like this. All right? Okay. Let's move on because they don't like this type of teaching. They don't like this type of teaching, but I thank y'all so very much for coming through today. And we send that to her. Shout out to a lady, sent us a donation. And she said, investment for a healthier you, in a healthier you. Thank you for that, sister. She in the bushes and she gave a nice piece of corn. All right. Absolutely. We'll drive it to the mailbox and work out. Some of y'all need to be on public transit because it's healthy. That cardio, walk. The store up the street, walk them groceries. You parking real close. You ain't even going to get out the car unless you're real close to the entry. Go park real far away from entry so you can walk in the daytime, right? You're a sister by yourself in the daytime. Get that cardio. Walk. You can't run, walk. All right. Thank you. We're going to try to get some healthier health experts on the show. Okay. All right. Thank y'all so very much. Because I don't want to be big on I want to be slim and healthy. You see, I add the healthy part in there. Amen. Because Kevin Samuels was slim and he died from a heart attack. So you got to take care of your hearts, your organs. And us as African-American men need to go to the doctor at least twice a year. Sometimes 3 times a year. Go meet up with your doctor, get blood checks and everything. Be healthy, right? And if you don't have insurance, it is clinics that do payment plans and help you out to get you got health departments and all that good stuff. Then you got Obamacare, okay, county care, all type of care out there to get you some stuff like that. And I stopped drinking them Red Bulls. You ain't seen no Red Bull for me. I stopped that a long time ago. I want to go drinking Red Bull. Oh, I should gulp it down. all that sugar. That's why I got them jelly rolls. Heart beating off. Eat all, drinking all them Red Bulls. Eating fried chicken and Red Bull. That ain't healthy. Heartbeat. You ain't sitting with the Red Bull. Affecting my sleep, drinking Monsters. That's unhealthy. I used to drink it every morning. Go live with a big old Red Bull. First it was a small can, and then I had them big ones. I would go like, okay, y'all, I'm gonna get a click of the view. And Mr. Ponda came on the show, and he said, I want you to live a long life. An attorney. He's not a doctor. He said, drink some water. He said, I want you to live a long life. Push back the Red Bulls. I want you to be able to do your podcast for a long life. Now, we got somebody on the docket, Bishop Whitehead. He is facing a federal case. He did an interview all the way up with Angela Yee. And that brother was talking about how his father was beat by the police, taken out by the police. When I hear the interview, he's saying that the government set him up. They after him because he tied up to Eric Adams. And he said the woman, the parishioner, is not a member of his church, but the young man, the son of the parishioner, was a member, was helping him with real estate, and that he used his mama money and trying to blame Bishop Whitehead of being a scammer. Then Bishop Whitehead brought up the fact that he brought up the New Yorker, and he felt like that it was a white man setting him up and scamming him. And then the New York Post, they wrote an article entitled New York City Bishop Lamar Whitehead Fake Bank Records to Finance a New Jersey Mansion, the Fed said. The controversial Brooklyn Bishop Lamar Whitehead fabricated bank records in an attempt to finance his $1 million New Jersey mansion. Federal prosecutors charged in a new indictment Wednesday to get a mortgage approved for the sprawling Promus estate. Whitehead 44 altered bank records to make it appear that his LLC he controlled had an average balance of more than $2 million, when actually it was less than $10, the feds allege. The embattled church leader who made headlines in 2022 when he was robbed at gunpoint of more than $1 million in jewels in front of his congregation, also allegedly created a fake bank account as part of the scheme to get the mortgage loan in 2019. The pastor fabricated bank records from AMS LLC from at least in about October 2018 up to including February 2019 in an effort to obtain mortgage to excess of $1.3 million to fund his purchase of his home in New Jersey. Manhattan federal prosecutors wrote in the Whitehead, who was arrested by federal agents and hit with charges in December 2022, was slapped with an additional count of wire fraud related to the alleged fabricated information linked to the LLC. The feds also alleged he applied for a fraudulent $250,000 business loan using the LLC, anointing management services by similarly misrepresenting the finance of the company. Whitehead was not granted the loan, according to the indictment. It's unclear if the $1.3 million mortgage was approved. Whitehead leads a small congregation in a section of Brooklyn called Leaders of Tomorrow International Ministry, where he preaches a prosperity gospel. and asks his followers to sow or donate money to the church. The pastor, who have ties to Mayor Eric Adams dating back to 2013, drives luxury cars, wears designer suits and pricey jewelry during his church services, as well as his recent appearance in federal court. They said after his arrest in December, the Post viewed a white Rolls-Royce SUV and a white Mercedes G-Wagon parked in the driveway at his estate, which boasted 6 bedrooms and 7 baths. Whiteheads have previously charged for allegedly scamming a parishioner out of $90,000 and blowing it on luxury goods. He also faced an extortion charge for another scam in which he allegedly promised to use influence to get favorable actions from the city in real estate deals. Whitehead was robbed at gunpoint while preaching at the small church by a trio of masked bandits who forced him to the floor during the capper. Okay. 2 of the alleged robbers were charged in the Brooklyn federal court and have pleaded not guilty. Whitehead faces dozens of years in prison if he's convicted of all counts. We're going to be fighting those allegations, attorney John Fleury said Wednesday. Lamar Whitehead will be pleading not guilty when he's arraigned on the indictment and deny those charges. All I got to say is yikes, yikes, yikes. I believe that Bishop Whitehead is guilty. I believe that the financial records tells a story of him manipulating documents to get the mortgage for it. And I do believe he scammed that parishioner out of $90,000. I believe it. I do not believe he is no Malcolm X. He is no type of, that's not that right. He's no politician. What he did is stole from his members, allegedly, right? And I believe that the pastor is using this because he have a case of narcissism. He's using this to promote himself, uplift himself, to be a blogger and to be a commentator. Let's be clear, he only got about 10 people that go to his church. It's not a big church. It's not a church with 300 people. I actually got more viewers than he have in his live church, right? And I believe that he's guilty. And I believe that Bishop Whitehead, probably because he's a narcissist and he see this going to be getting media attention, he probably will go to trial. Or I would not be surprised if he take a plea. I just think he's trying to soak up as much media attention as he can. And that's why he went on Angela Yee to talk to the people in New York to gain sympathy. That's why he talked about his father, that have nothing about you being a fraud. My father wasn't in my life. I ain't defrauded a member out of $90,000. Okay? My father was never there for me for Father's Day. My father recently just told me he don't want nothing to do with me, right? But I never became and defrauded my subscribers out of $90,000, $100,000. Never happened. And the documents don't lie. And so we're going to dive into the documents. This is why we are trying to get our reserves up, because we do want to be in the court. You guys, when this go to trial, if it goes to trial, will not shock me if it don't. But knowing Bishop Whitehead, knowing him being a center of attention, he will go there. Okay? He will go there. Now, there's nothing wrong with a pastor driving a nice car. There's nothing wrong with you being a successful pastor. But it is an issue that you pulling up in a BMW in a mansion and your church is raggedy. He just now turned his church into having a nice church. It's in a decent building. But the other church, it looked like they put the curtains pinned it up to the wall with the little gnats, the little pin with nails or something like that. It looked a little better now. So ain't nothing wrong with you being successful in the gospel. Your pastor don't have to look dusty and broke. If you're doing right by the people, you will be successful. But it's something wrong with the pastor is only wealthy and everybody in their CNAs. Nothing wrong with being a CNA. Everybody breaking their back, working 16, 19 hours. And pastor living in a mansion and you living in a roach and rat infested apartment with bed bugs. And your pastor living in a 5-6 bedroom house and 4 bathrooms. This is in the indictment. They filed all that. And then you're going to say, well, you know, he liked to sue people. He can sue me all day. This is public record. I'm on the you might as well sue the prosecutor. And then he said, how this turned into a civil suit and you turn into criminal case? Because I think Bishop Whitehead and Mr. Ponder, they tried to sue one of the victims. They're trying to sue one of the victims in civil court, and the prosecutors took this up and made it a criminal proceeding. Why would you turn a civil into criminal? Because if it's something criminal, they can make it a criminal case. Duh. Prosecutors is very powerful. So if you have a civil suit and that person cooperated with the authorities that they were scammed and they found probable cause and you went to the judge and obviously it was probable cause to charge you, to arrest you, duh, they got some very, some damaging criminal stuff against you, evidence against you. And yes, he went to jail for fraud at one point and using identity theft. And then it didn't make sense how he got off of there when it came to stuff like that. Most people, the same thing with MC Shaky. They get out of prison and poof, go right back in prison for fraud. That brother came out, was making good money, exposing a celebrity, and he has scammed the people his work release program. And now it was a busted pipe, and now he got to call YouTubers and beg his channel people on his audience to help them get a pipe replaced because he back in prison. I do believe he's guilty. Give me a second here. I'm going to put the number on the screen here. 972-674-9462. Oh, yes. 972-674-9462. If you want to call in. They live in all these lavishes live and stuff. It's so sad. Ain't nothing wrong with you living successful lives. Nothing wrong with that. But if your parishioners or your congregation is poor, it don't make no sense. You living rich. Like I had an issue with my grandmother's, her house before they sold it. It was so rat infested, bad. And I went to my uncle's house. His house was looking good. Remodeled, new floors, new walls, remodeled the kitchen. And I thought that was an issue. Driving a nice car, and your mom is living how she was living, right? And so, so sad. I got to touch on that lightly because I'm still a man of God, but I'm just talking about my experience that I don't know. Is that appropriate? Your mom living in a raggedy house and you living in a nice house and you the pastor, she giving all this money. You know what I'm saying? Mom ain't really paying enough, and my mama got to work a regular job because bills is so expensive. Because when you take care of somebody, your bills go up, light bill, gas bill, everything go up when you're taking care of somebody 24/7. It ain't hardly getting no relief. Is God in that? That's a conversation that we have to take up with the Lord. I'm just bringing up the point. I know people don't like that type of teaching, but I got to say what I got to say. Okay. And I'm just saying, mama got bills, and we just talk about it. And I'm gonna always talk about it on YouTube. Ain't gonna change because I'm speaking for people. Like, I don't think that's right. But hey, there's other people. I don't think you take care of mama. Mama house got sold, money in the bank, and you gotta work another job to take care of your mama. But the son over the money, he a pastor, and you gotta work another job. Where they do that at? Huh? You supposed to be a man of God. But a true man of God would be like, okay, mama, you got money here. Let's give your daughter some money. She is taking care of you 24 hours a day, and the state only give you 4 hours. But that's another day. That's going in the book. And we're going to break that down and really talk about that. I know they ain't going to like that type of teaching, but we're going to do it. And we're going to continue to talk about it on YouTube. I don't care if you don't like it. I don't care if you don't like it. I'm going to still talk about it. This is my show. I was going to tell my story. All right. And it's a good story to talk about, especially if you over the finances and mama got bills and you over the money. Well, you over the money for, and you ain't helping for her to pay for her daily expenses, because if she was in a nursing home, they're going to take all of it. Yeah. You ain't going to be able to have all that money stacked up. They're going to take it because you got to pay the nursing home. So I say this stuff with love. I say it with love. I say it with love. I can go get real messy with it, but I'm saying it with love. And then you preaching every Sunday, and mama, thank God she finally got a sit to stand, because my mama back was hurting. I said, mama, you need a sit to stand. So I went to Chicago. I said, you need to sit to stand. She's declining, and it's on your back. So get you a sit to stand. What's that? We Googled it and tell them to buy it. It's in an account. Buy it. Hey. Go ahead.
Hey, Wiley.
Welcome to the Wiley Show.
Hey, Wiley. Can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, you are. I just wanted to say you are absolutely right, because your first ministry is your family. If you're not taking care of your family, how can you take care of a congregation, a flock?
Absolutely. I think that, I tell this story because I've seen a lot of elderly people get abused financially.
Right.
I've seen it happen. And if you're a caregiver, if you're a CNA, one of the abuse is financial abuse, right? And I've seen it in my own family, and I don't think it's right. And I don't think
Yeah,
that you can,
I see it a lot in my line of work.
I don't think you could be
With
preaching, and your sister is taking care of mama, and she got to get a regular job just to survive, to take care of mama. So
exactly.
I don't understand that, and it's hurtful as a son, because you have to see mama struggle, and she don't have to struggle. Like when I saw mom, struggling to get my grandmother up, and I mean it was hard on her back because my grandmother getting heavy. I said, you need to sit to stand. I said, who's over her money? He ain't gonna do it, but he's supposed to do it. You got to step in, and then if he won't do it, you get the courts involved. You understand what I'm saying? Because
right.
that ain't right. It's not right when you have to get a regular job because your bills is through the roof because you taking care of mama, and you got to pay all these extra bills to take care of your mama. And you wouldn't have had that bills was low before you had mama, because people don't understand, when you take care of a person in your house, you're with them 24/7. And if they're declining, that means you got to do more work. People forget that. When we go into a nurse home, just imagine you work in a nurse home and then you take all the patients with you at home, you with them for 24/7. That's a difference. That's a lot. And now I kind of changed my mindset with that, because I used to come hard on family. Why y'all put y'all loved ones in a nurse home? Now I'm different with it. That depends if you're ready to take on that financial burden And if you're ready to take on that mental stress and physical
Mhm.
stress when you take, especially when you take care of somebody, they're declining their health. Well, you got to cook them morning, noon, and night. You got to get their medicine. You got to get them up. You got to shower them, and they're kind of heavy. They're not, that's a lot of work. And I think I'm telling you
Mhm.
my channel because I know some people are dealing with that. They have, I get the emails, and I said, well, I'm gonna use this for some good old content and talk about it and encourage people. Now I have a different mindset and I look at situations differently now when people go into nursing homes because that's a lot of work when
Yeah.
you want to take care of Big Mama at home for 24 hours and you got your life and your family. That's a lot. And I've
Yeah.
learned from
And
experience
most
that
of these facilities are not cheap either.
they're
So
not cheap.
I mean,
It
I
costs
don't
a
I don't
lot of
look
money.
down on it. If sometimes you got to choose either one or the other. Either you're going to be the one that's, staying home with mother or father, or you're going to
Yes.
be the one making the money so that you can financially afford to put them in a great nursing home. There are some great nursing homes out here, but they're going to cost you a pretty penny.
They're gonna cost you a pretty penny.
Yep.
And I tell people that all the time. I said, wow, because I look at my mother, I look how she's stressful. Like it's a lot. And she's doing it because that's my mama. But you being used. And like my grandmother, when I saw her working with the people for free, she was being used. And my people in my family get a tendency. I'm in a whole new generation. You ain't just gonna use me. Get out of my face with that. Um, and it's just like, what's the world going on? I speak up now, and I just sit and I see stuff, and I said, "Oh, this ain't right. It ain't right. That's a lot. That's a lot on one person." And then
Mhm.
when I come in, then you see the church people, they'll try to come in and do stuff, but you being there for 1 hour, that's a lot of work, you guys. And I could just write a whole book. I got a lot of stuff, a lot of chapters in my book about that. That's a lot. And the stories I'm going to tell you about my grandmother's life, how she helped so many people in the church, and I don't see that help being returned. I used to be there when
Mm.
mental breakdowns, when it was a lady that got delivered from drugs and she lived with my grandmother for free. And I've never, ever since I've been in Chicago almost a month when I was down there, I never seen that lady come and visit, not once. So I just want to
Wow.
tell people, be careful how you invest in other people because you may not get their return to the investment. Make sure you take care of first. Money is put aside and things are put aside because I've seen that happen. I've seen the work that my grandmother put in. And baby, do I see that a return? Absolutely not. I mean, my grandmother worked with some for free, did hours. I've seen her get out of bed in the middle of the night, and now she's in a need of being helped, and I don't see those people coming. And I said, wow.
Wow.
And I said, now I've learned from that situation, I'm not going to be putting my investment in all these people like that. And then I get up in age, you pay me like I don't exist. So I'm making sure
Right.
I get some insurance, put away some, you know what I'm saying? Because we all going to get old one day. And I've learned it from a lot of our people. They don't think about when you're going to get 80. You keep saying happy birthday, you will get there. And a lot of us don't take care of that time, and you are dependent on others, and it's sad. You at the mercy of, and some people are in these raggedy nursing homes, and we're gonna talk about the lead attorney. We're gonna talk about that. And I worked at one nurse, so I ain't gonna say the name. I mean, roads, mice, just infested, and they always hire. Every day I go to Indeed, building
Mm.
one, hiring, building two. They got different buildings. They make it seem like that place is a good place. Baby, you working it, and I see why they always hire. Number one, they don't pay. It's just run down, and you get the worst of the worst. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
The worst of the worst. And I went there
Yep.
and I said, woo. And it's a place out here in Dallas. And if I say the name, some people in Dallas will know that place. I wouldn't put my worst enemy in that place. And you get the worst of the worst. And they said, well, these states need to shut down these places. If they do, it will be a crisis like no other. It's already a crisis. If they
Right.
shut down this, it will be more of a, where they gonna go? So that's why a lot of the states
Right.
not shutting a lot of these places down, because if they do, where are these people going to go? They ain't going to these good ones. You know what I'm saying? That you pay, like you said, them good ones that pay good money. Most of them are like private
Mm-hmm.
pay on some type of good insurance. You ain't going there. It will be a crisis. So where they gonna go? And so now I had to talk about that. But thank you, sis. I'm about to get into the lead attorney. I just had to hear your voice,
Thank you.
and we're gonna go. And I said, oh, this is gonna be a good conversation for my show, because I think it drives conversation. So anything in my family that I feel like is interesting for me to talk about, I'm gonna talk about.
Mm-hmm.
Oprah did it. And she became a billionaire. She talked about how she get along with her mama. She talked about how her sister died, turned on her. What else is on crack? Oprah's sister. Go all the way
Right.
back. So she talked about her family, brought her mama and interviewed her mama when her mama gave up her sister. And then
Yep.
tell nobody. So if Oprah can talk about it, I'm gonna talk about my family. So I don't care how you can get so mad and choke and then rise up and get mad again. I'm still
Uh,
do what I'm doing over here at the Wiley Show.
well, it's probably just a reminder of their own.
Yes.
Your family's no different than anybody else's.
Thank you. Thank you so very much,
All right.
sis. Thank you.
Okay. Bye
Okay.
bye.
Now let me bring it down. I just want to make sure the phone lines work. So it worked. Okay. Baby, where's the lead attorney at? Okay. I thought I had him on here. Ooh, I didn't have him on here. So you know what? I'm going to just talk about this. Let me see. Do I have a picture of Tasha? Okay. Give me a second. I suppose to download. I don't think I do, but I'm just going to talk about that. Better yet, I'm gonna just bring her when she talked to Levantre. Okay, so Tasha had her live show, and the lead attorney went there and he got turned away. I got a ticket. Someone bought me a ticket. Let me tell you how they tried to set Wiley up. Someone bought me a ticket. I ain't gonna say no names, to go to her live show. I said, "Oh, Wiley, come on, I'm buying you a ticket. I'm buying me and you a ticket." Bought the ticket, sent me the ticket. I said, "No, I'm not coming, because soon I show up, I'm gonna get turned away. I'm not about to embarrass myself." I said, "I don't know if Chelsea told this sister to do this. I ain't gonna say her no names, but this is a moderator. She bought me and her a ticket." I said, "I don't know if Chelsea told her to do that, but I ain't going." So lead attorney went and got turned away. He did a video about it. I'm not going nowhere where I'm not welcome. Okay. I heard the show was a success. She should have been had a live show. I heard that she bowed down to her husband's feet. And, she bowed down to her husband's feet. I don't care how she bowed down. She's still not a good woman. She lied on me. She lied on plenty of other people. And she's very malicious. And she don't listen to her husband. You should have bowed down and took them videos down, and maybe your family will have to be in a $4 million deficit. So bowing down to your king don't mean ish when you didn't even listen to your king to take them videos down. You got stubborn and you left them videos up and got your family in a $4 million debt. And then your husband needs to bow down and sit down because he low down and weak as a husband. You from Africa. You a Muslim. You supposed to be the head of your household. You allow your wife mouth get your family in $4 million in debt. You weak and pathetic. $4 million. She doing all that talking. Didn't take the videos down. And then you tell Storm, if you ever have a video up, just take it down, Storm. Don't leave the video up. If you should do a video, Storm, take it down. But you told Storm that. You should have told your wife and put your foot down. $4 million. Now she got to go live 3, 4, 5 times a day. Every day to knowing they got to pay Cardi. So her strategy, we just going to go live every day. Chelsea can't give enough stories to bring in millions. None of her stories is going viral like that. So the employee, she's scouring the internet, send emails. She sent an email to one of my publicist friends. He said he would never send an A-list star to Tasha. I got in a little trouble with him because I talked about Erykah Badu. I was like, you know Erykah Badu? He said, be careful. You on my client. I was like, okay, I'm going to get over your client. I'm going to get over your client. She a good lady. I would never, like, she's blackballed. She blackballed herself. So that's why she never get an A-list star. She get the cousin, the sister, the baby mama. She never got Blueface Krishan. That would be a good interviewer, but they'll never come on her show. She's been blackballed. And the only reason why she got the employee is because she does a good job getting stories. But Tasha want to fire Chelsea and get somebody else because she feel like it's Chelsea's fault she done got A-list stars. That ain't the truth, honey. It ain't her fault that you can't get A-list stars. You didn't take them videos down. You took a battle with Cardi and Cardi sued you. And every A-list celebrity sends shockwaves. Don't go to Tasha K show. So no matter how you word it, no matter how you send Chelsea, no matter how you send Jasmine, no matter how you see Billy Bob, no matter how you send your husband, no matter how you send these third party, when they say going on Unwind with Tasha K, they decline to come on there. Nobody of a statue A-list person went on Tasha K. She have not done it yet. And when she fell out with the person, Tony Tacole, she falling out with people and she's blaming Chelsea because she's a narcissist. But you can't fire her and kick her out because that woman know all the bones where it's buried. Yeah. She know all the bones, all them secrets. Because she fell out with Jason and wrote a book about Jason. So what you gonna think? That's how her career gonna be birthed. You know why Chelsea don't get no views? We don't care nothing about her being a socialite. People gonna start following Chelsea when she fall out with Tasha K. Then she will get the thousands of views. They don't give a damn about her being a socialite. They don't give a damn about the little curls that she got on here. They don't care about the eyelashes. The day she falls out with Tasha and drag Tasha, that will be the day she will be one of the hottest bloggers in this sector. The reason why you go to her channel, 1,000 views, 500 people, ain't no drama. But when she fall out with Tasha, they're going to break their back to go over there and view her. Because she know all the dirt. She got recorded. She got a stockpile. So she's a messy person. Because I told Von called me, how did you interview my baby mama? Chelsea told me about your baby mama. Chelsea sent me your baby mama number. She put me on a 3-way with your baby mama. I didn't know that baby mama existed. She told me the baby mama was a lesbian. She doxed the baby mama, got me on the phone with the baby mama, and told me to donate because the son ain't got no school clothes. Donate, post her cash out for people to give her school clothes, and she'll tell her. She told me that. I didn't know the baby mama existed. I didn't know the information. She did it. So I know she got a skill set of being messy. She's really good at what she does. The reason why it ain't really hidden with Tasha, because Tasha blackballed herself. Tasha should have did when Cardi B take down the video, or to take down the video. I told you to take down the video. She should have took it down and apologized and move on. Tasha held it to the end. Tasha went to court and lost. The judge told Tasha K is in the black and white that if you go to trial, you're going to lose. And she lost. No good husband would allow their wife to put that family in $4 million in debt. You are a weak man. You in the same boat with Storm Monroe. Weak man. Weak. You bowing down in $4 million in debt, please. That show ain't bring no $4 million. That was a good idea. Maybe you should have went on tour before you got into that beef with Cardi B and didn't take down them videos and got in a $4 million debt. And now you let your mouth get you something that your asshole can't get you out of. And then you have to uproot your kids from Georgia and put them in Florida. And then lie. I said, I'm in here because we got to pay no taxes. My kids, his ass was so good with the weather, and lied on your kid. Liar. You left because you knew you got to give that stuff up. You had $4 million. And then you went and did the appeal just to hold it up, just so I could make enough. And then you got Cardi, ain't no dummy. She got some good lawyers. They said, Judge, I want her to put the $4 million in the account because we don't trust her. And they got the audacity to bow down to your weak man. I ain't bowing down to no weak man. Please, I would have pushed him off that stage. What I'm bowing down to a man didn't put me in my place. That's what God wanted her. You supposed to put that. You have the power of God to put that wife in her place when she about to get y'all in $4 million in debt. I don't want no type of wife. She don't know when to shut up. You got to know when to shut up. Still, I ain't taking down that. I wipe my butt with a cease and desist. I ain't taking down that. I'm going to court. I'm fighting all my kids. I'm going to win. And lied and lost. Now you got to do videos every day. I went to her app today. Boring. She just, okay, y'all. You going over there. We going over there to the app. Ain't nothing important over there in the app. Boring, dry. She got about 60 topics. Okay, y'all. We got some real wine. Give me a second. Hold on. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Hold up, y'all. What's up, wine? We got some real wine. Y'all better come over there to the app. We got us a wine. And she pouring it in there, over in the app. Ain't got no real celebrities over there. Drinking in there, so dry. Cardi B, I ain't just dry. Dry! Ain't going nowhere. We're right. Don't worry about that. And you just falling out with people. And they said, Wiley, I ain't in no $4 million in debt. Sit down with your foolish self. Just want y'all to know, I'm doing my live show. We over here breaking down stories. And she interviewing. Well, we got an exclusive with the baby daddy cousin Gardner. And they said, Wiley, I think you jealous of $4 million in debt. Sit down with your foolish self. What I'm jealous on? You in $4 million in debt. She got that. Ain't got no wine line, nothing. Sponsors dropped her like a bad habit. And then she lied on Brother Wiley. I had him on the app for free. Got that weak husband. We don't not going to allow him over here on the app anymore. Lied on me. Need to be deported back to Africa. And literally lied and said that I was on that app for free. Liar. Lied on me. And lie. He was on the app. He's no longer on the app for free. I was never on that app for free, you weak man. Get somewhere and sit down. So I'm saying it with love. And I'm going to continue to say it with love. Somebody bought me this wine glass. I'm drinking in there. $4 million. Yes, she sold out. but there was no celebrities there. All the people on that stage was moderators. Nothing against moderators. No A-list star. When Lovely T came, she had superstars, celebrities. What? Not one celebrity there! Only celebrity that was there was the lead attorney, and they kicked him out. But she dragged the lead attorney, saying the lead attorney like white women. And I support black women. I supported her to the end. But she lied on me. Yes, I support black women. But it's a time when you got to put that woman in her place. Sister, sit down. Take that video down. We ain't going to no lawsuit because she sued her husband, and the business. Tasha tried to lie. Well, it's under the Kiwi Studio. I'm not an employee or owner of Kiwi. So Cardi B, we got to go after her or go to after Kiwi. They went out to Kiwi Studios. Okay? Went right out to Kiwi Studios. I ain't jealous of that black woman. I honored her, supported her, uplifted her. But she took out of her lips and lied on me. And I'm going to stand 10 toes down and say, sister, you lied. Her employee got mad because she wanted me to put Vine in jail. I said, no, I'm not going to no judge. Hey, Wiley, Chelsea called me. Hey, Wiley, can you send stuff to the judge? Don't tell him I sent you. Trying to put that black man in jail. I don't know nothing about that black man. Never met Von Ray. Would like to meet him, but I never met him in person. I don't know what he did. Who's stalking who? I ain't in it. And she got mad and she turned against me because I wouldn't help her put Von in jail. A man she talked to in the jail and screwed him in the hotel when she got him out there. Once he got out, she screwed him. And then she didn't like it that he talked about her body. She didn't like it that he cheated on her. She didn't like it when he did that. She didn't like it. And then her and Tasha turned against her, wanted to put our word allegation. We exposed the plot. Took Storm's side when they tried to label him as an M-word and all that. He another fake one. Oh, don't say no names. But when they tried to put that allegation, we called and exposed the plot. And then Tasha K called me. She said, when I sue Storm, I'm suing you too. What Subi did with Olga, it ain't going nowhere. I'm going to blow my nose with that cease and desist. Go right ahead. You know what you tried to label that young man. And then she dragged, then we exposed her, dragging his mama. I had that brother back. Armand didn't defend that when they dragged his mama. Larry Reed didn't defend that. Sat down was fake. Now you struggling in your income. You got to go live 3, 4, 5 times a day. Income drop. You made a lot of money, but your money is funny right now. Because them winos turned against you. Yes, we got some support from the winos, but most of the people that stuck with me, you was with me a long time. And then when you call Chelsea out her name, and then you call Tasha out her name, and you found out what Tasha doing, winos boycotted Storm Show. And he been suffering ever since. He thought he was going to get a rebirth teaming up with Armand, but it made him look more weak and pathetic. And Armand been straddling him in clicks and views. So, in my clothes. She built Storm and chew him out. Give me a second. I'm going to put the number on the screen. Oh, Wiley jealous. And I know the wino's upset. I don't care if you upset. Hit that call in and call in. You better not cuss. We gonna boot you up out of here. And you better not name drop. Money flopping. And I'm doing it with love. And we love the winos. The winos are good givers and good supporters. Okay? Look at the winos coming out of chat. As long as they ain't name dropping moderators, we good. And we thank y'all so very much. I'm going to keep it real. She dragged lead attorney and said lead attorney like white women because lead attorney said she going to lose the lawsuit. She fell out with everybody. Only people that she had on that stage is moderators. That's about it. And her husband. Weak. And it was successful. I'm not demeaning that, but she still owed $4 million. $4 million. All that got to go to Cardi B. And then she going to Africa trying to hide it and going to Africa trying to put it in the African banks. She doing everything she can. This wine is good. I actually I went to the wine place and he said Il Duca Imperiale, I don't know, Carnero Red American. It's good. Sweet wine. It's really good. It's really good. Okay. Lead attorney went there and got kicked out. I'm not paying there and get embarrassed and get kicked out. I'm not doing that. I got invited, got a ticket, and I didn't go. You ain't about to kick me out and get some content on me. Absolutely not. I ain't going. I stay my black part in Chicago. I could have got on the train to Georgia. Woo. All right. I don't know why I got that wine. Wow. Let me see what time that movie start. Oh, I got this light on. Hold on. Gotta watch this movie. Let me check and see what time this movie start. Okay. I'm here. You say I should fuss at the moderator. I'm not fussing at the moderator. I'm not fussing at the moderator. I'm not doing that. Let me get this. Oh, wow. It's a Lord, I didn't want to miss that today, but this show was popping today. Wiley gatekeeper the why? Are you messy still? No, It is. And look at the people that come into the chat. Talk about he jealous. Well, keep saying it then. He jealous. Let him come on out of the bushes. Long as ain't name dropping. You can't even foreclose for your grandma's birthday. Well, we got a cash out. Look at him. They just come out of the bushes. But I'm going to keep it real. He stopped coming for the $4 million in debt. Hello, welcome to the Wiley Show. Oh, I thought that was Tasha. Okay. Hello, we live. All right, hit the call in. $4 million in debt. Okay. Thank y'all so very much for the support. Look at this other troll. They said, Wiley, what happened? You almost had average 800 people in the chat. We still here. We got millions, okay? And they come in here when you talk about Tasha Cat. And they come in here in the chat. And these people used to be moderators and supporters and members. And that's what they do. And they get mad and talk about why that don't bother to help us in the algorithm and stuff like that. We will continue to talk about these topics and stuff like that. All right. Thank y'all so very much. And we're going to continue to talk about Tasha K because she's content. We ain't talking about as much because, you know what I'm saying, she ain't really been hitting in content like that. Yeah. But we doing good in the viewership. Thank y'all so very much. I felt that. Thank y'all so very much. And we're doing that. I thank y'all for the support. I'm seeing y'all in the chat. Look at the people that's in here and showing that and stuff like that. Thank y'all. Oh, let me oh my gosh, it's a clubhouse and I'm missing that clubhouse. I'll join the next one. Give me a second. Let me join the room a little bit. Hold on. Let me go join this room a little bit. Let me see. Where is it at? We live. We are live. Did it start yet? I don't know if it started yet. Okay. Yes. Trolling. Yeah, I have a clubhouse room. But I didn't think I'm gonna make it today because I gotta go to my movie. I gotta go to my movie. All right. And shout out to the winos. And I love that y'all defending y'all girl. I love that y'all defending y'all girl. But we have to give our thoughts. Little black boy, you're beautiful. Little black girl, you're enough. When times get hard, always remember to please put God first. All right? Thank y'all so very much. We're doing a town hall tomorrow. And the question on the docket for the town hall, would you let your child transition from one gender to the next? Would you support a court to get the courts involved to change their gender from male to female, female to male? It's going to be tomorrow night. We have Monica from All About the Tea joining us. And we also have Don and his wife joining us, and myself and others. So if you're on it, definitely be there as well. I want to say special shout out to all the people in the chat for coming through. I know the comments, y'all going to eat me up in those comments. Please do. And thank y'all so very much in here. And this was definitely good. Okay. Thank y'all so very much for the support. We got some fans. You start school quick, Wiley, other okay. All right, thank y'all so very much. Exactly. Only property owns and he's behind $4 million in debt. Was another 2 Wow, she's in a lot of debt. Wow, that's a lot. I hope those of you calling her queen call yourself queen too. Yes, everybody doesn't want to be the presence of celebrity. Wiley Crackswell used to really say at the end, LOL, gotta love him, though. Thank y'all so very much. This has been such an awesome show. My supporters have definitely been here. This is so great. And I'm going to say thank you. Please like the video. Again, we'll be in Vegas October 6th through the 9th. Looking forward to April the 15th. Next month, we'll be at the gun range for our supporters, October 6th to the 9th. Thank y'all so very much. Let that dive in. If you want to RSVP, Wiley Show Productions at gmail.com. We're doing another meet and greet. This is our second annual meet and greet that we are doing. And we support you all so very much. They said, but Wiley, you have bad credit. Well, we see a lot of people saying in the chat, saying I've had bad credit and everything. They dissed me in the chat, but that's okay. We can take it. We're not in $4 million in debt. All right. Thank you all so very much for the massive support. And they said, thank you so very much for that type of way. Thank y'all for the massive support. I'm seeing y'all in the chat showing massive love. Shout out to y'all all over. People are just showing me love. I'm getting text messages all over. Shout out to the people. I'm about to go to the movies, and I didn't even know that I had a subscription to the movies, and I had 8-9 credits or free tickets on there. So I'm using my free ticket to go see a movie. Keep doing you and those and Glass out anyway. All right, thank you so very much. Shout out to the producers in the chat for showing love. Show me love. Shout out to the producers in the chat showing me love. Wow. Shout out to the producers in the chat showing me love. I just thank you. Oh, we got millions of people in here. Shout out to the producers in the chat and showing me love for the massive support. And thank y'all so very much. This has been awesome. Shout out to the gifts. So I want to send a nice donation today. This has been such an awesome show. This has been so good. Yeah. Woo! I felt that. Yeah, y'all, this has been so good. Y'all have been showing me massive love. And I love that. And many of y'all say y'all love me. And I love the support for that. And we keep it real. So we keep it real. And shout out to the lead attorney and everything. I know he can't come out of the bushes because he's a fan of a pedo, Larry Reed. And I know he can't come out of the bushes because he won't get that $500 super chat. That's understandable. I get it. All right. That's okay. We're going to tell the truth. And I know you don't like it. We'll be back live tomorrow. Oh, my God. We did back-to-back live. So, wow. It was so much to talk. And I still didn't finish all the topics. I got another list of topics that we're going to do tomorrow. Thank y'all so very much for the support, for showing us love, being members of the Wiley Show. Thank you. Seeing those green symbols. So we got another interview of that. And so the town hall tomorrow at 7 p.m. Central. Looking forward to it. I want to see y'all in the town hall tomorrow. And we're doing a members only next week because we got an interview. So that's going to be next week. for the town hall. Town hall next week. I'm sorry, town hall tomorrow. Members only next week. You gonna be at the town? Okay. All right. It was on child. Y'all act like I had a whole bottle of wine. That was a little summer wine. That wasn't even a full bottle. That was a little wine. Shout out to these wine glasses. Okay. Thank you so very much. They said no more wine tomorrow. Who is you gonna be? Thank y'all. Can y'all like the video? Like the video. Show me love in the chat. Like the video. I need y'all to like the video. Okay. Like the video. Thank y'all so very much. Oh, this is a good live. I'll talk to y'all later. Wow, wow, wow. Thank y'all so very much for the thumbs up. We will see y'all in the next video. Please leave a comment and let me know how I did in the comments. I know y'all gonna drag me like my former mentor. I know y'all gonna drag my butt anyway. I don't care. Just keep on dragging me. And we gonna see y'all in the next video. Y'all are beautiful. Hug yourself real tight. If nobody ever said they love you, I love you. And I'm showing you love. Make sure you all subscribe to the show. Thank y'all so very much. The king of YouTube have signed off. Peace and blessings to you all. Holla!